everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I have a fun project to share with you. We're not going to make a card. We're going to do something a little bit different, create a little gift box. We're using all of these items here from Spellbinders. It's part of a new collection Spellbinders has. It's called the Sealed 3D Christmas Collection. And I'm going to show you how to make a box. I actually created one just to share with you how easy it was to create. And it's with this die set here. These little boxes are so nice to have on hand. You know why? Because they're great for quick gifts. Put a little gift in there, jewelry maybe, candy, treats. Great for Christmas. Great for all occasions really. Because this could go for Halloween treats. It could go for Thanksgiving treats, Easter. Just a nice little box to have on hand. And then the box is called the ribbon box. It's just one die. You die cut out two to create the box. And then this is what it looks like when it's made. Almost like a little milk carton, but prettier. And we're going to do a little bit of everything today. We're going to do die cutting, and then we're going to do some foiling. I actually have my machine here heating up, and while I'm talking, I'll go ahead and put my sealed poinsettia stem. We'll get that heated up here. And I thought we would just add foiling to some paper and then create the box, adding a little bit of silver to the box. We're going to go ahead and heat this up. This is a better press plate. This is called the Sealed Poinsettia Stem press plate. It has one die, and then it has these greetings. These three can fit inside the circle that you can die cut out. We're not going to use these because we're going to be doing some waxing also. But I thought this would be pretty to put on the outside of the package, kind of just adding some silver accents. So to do that, I'm bringing in some red cardstock. We're just going to jump right in and get started. Seems like we're doing a lot, but it's actually really easy to create. Okay, while this is heating up, I'm going to bring in some silver foil. And I chose silver today because I do have the Deco silver pen that will color in your wax seal after you color it in. Spellbinders has that, and I'll link it below. But I thought silver would be really pretty. I'm just going to go ahead and trim down a piece. And I might foil 2 pieces of paper because I'm not sure where I want it, and 2 is better than 1. This is a little over 5.5 inches wide, and what we're going to do is just foil it. This is ready to go, so I'm just going to place my sandwich. I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's take a look. And look how pretty that is. I'm going to do one more. Just going to take a piece of foil here. Believe it or not, this is the foil that actually came with my Glimmer machine. I still have a little bit of it. I just put it inside my new package here. I don't use silver very often, but I think silver and red go really pretty together. Just place the foil face down, and then I'll add another piece of cardstock. But this time, you know what, maybe we should shift this over a little bit. I'm going to shift this a little bit to the left, then add my foil. We will foil different spots on the cardstock. And I'll run this through. Be right back. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay. So that's all the foiling we're going to do. I'm going to put this over to the side. And we'll put this off to the side too. And now that we have our panels, I'm going to use my ribbon box die. And this is just one piece that creates this box. You actually need 2 of these. So I'm going to cut this one out. And we'll see what this does. I'll do this one, and then I will also cut out this one too. So I'll run these through my die cut machine. So I have both of these cut out, and I really wanted my pattern to be more in this area here. And I didn't want to cut it out first and then foil, but I think that's what we're going to do. I thought if I cut it out first and foiled, when I ran it through my die cut machine, I would lose my score lines. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to reinforce these score lines. I'm going to bring back my foil here. Let's try this one more time. I really wanted this to be more on this piece here. So I shifted it over to the right this time. And we're going to just go ahead and add our foil. And let's see what this does. Place that face down, and I'll run this through, and let's see if this will work out better. I will be right back. Okay, let's see. And I think that's like the perfect position. I wanted the stems and the foliage to be more in the center, and I didn't lose my score lines, which was really nice. What's nice is I like the position of this better because I'm going to be adding a wax seal to this, and I wanted the stems to be more centered, but I wanted my imagery to be more seen. Like this one, if you fold the box, your stems are cut off a little bit here. This one, if I fold the box, you really can't see nothing. So I suggest if you do make your boxes and if you are going to foil on them, die cut first and then foil. It works out better. Now before we make our box, I'm going to heat up my sealed wax. I haven't used this in a while. You use a little tea light candle. You can get these on Amazon, or sometimes your local dollar stores will have those too. I'm going to go ahead and take my little spoon. I'll light my candle here. Perfect. These are really handy. I think this is a little candle lighter. Picked it up on Amazon. If you don't have one, I think you'll love it. The one that I got, my daughter gave me, because I do like lighting candles around the holidays. But it's flameless, which is really nice. Flame, you don't have to ever worry about matches or anything. I think Amazon has these fairly cheap. I think this was like under $6. So I'll link this down below too if you guys are interested. But we're going to go ahead and heat up our spoon while we make our box. We're going to reinforce all of these score lines. Very easy to create this box. Again, you'll need two. If you want to make a Halloween, you could use pattern papers if you want. It would be really fun. Okay, I'm going to bring in my glue. And I'm going to go ahead and add glue to this flap here. And I'm going to attach these two. Just like this. You could use tape also. So now we're one piece. Okay, flip it over. And then fold this flap in. This flap folds in. I'm going to fold it in. And add some more glue here. And then I'll fold this one over and attach it. And I just like to hold it. If you have some clothespins, you could use clothespins to help secure it. Like so. Okay. And then we open it up like this. I'm going to fold these two in, fold this one in, and I'm going to add some glue here. and then you just secure it closed. Maybe added a little too much. I'm going to flip it over, open these flaps up. I'm going to push down on the inside. I'll use one of my blending tools just to help it flatten. Okay, and then you would fold these two flaps in, pull this one over, and pull this one over until these two are lined up and this little hole's lined up, and there you go. Okay, we'll put this to the side and let's do a little wax beading. This is the new Candy Apple wax bead. And what I love that they're in Ziploc bags, but also Spellbinders has a little case that you could add your wax beads to. It's been a minute since I did this, but I think 3 would work out perfect. So I'll add 3. And then I have the sealed Evergreen Joy. Okay, let's take out our seal stamp. This is what it looks like. They actually unscrew too for nice storage. Looks like this is cherry wood. Nice wood handle. In case you guys are new to wax seals, it's really fun to do. Doesn't take in no time at all. Let's do a little pouring, shall we? I'm going to do a couple of these because sometimes the leftover that's in here from 3 you can use for your next one. And then I'm going to take my seal and I just kind of like to drop it and let it sit. I'm going to try one more. See, I have a little bit left in there. Sometimes the second one works better. We'll add 3. Okay, we'll let those melt. Now, while these are melting, what we're going to do is bring in some ribbon. The ribbon I'm using is from Spellbinders. It's from Vivant. And this is, I believe, the 3/4 inch ribbon. I'll list it down below. I'm not sure of the exact size. But ideally, of course, you're going to want to put a treat in there or a gift. But I'm just going to show you how to make the box today. I'm going to thread this through. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap it around. I'll pull it through a little bit more. Kind of really earthy tones. And you know, I said I wanted the stems to show, but I'm actually covering the stems. So this one probably would have worked out just fine. And then you can adjust it. I mean, this is just such a pretty little box. So I tied my bow, you can see here, and then I'm just going to trim the tails of my ribbon. I'm going to leave them a little bit long. Okay. How cute is that? Maybe we'll add some jingle bells to this too to make it extra special. I don't want to take away from the wax though. Okay, then this one should be done. Not bad. I haven't did it for a long time, so not bad, but this one should be better. All you do is pour it, kind of get as close to a circle as you can get. And then you add your seal. And that is going to be a better one because I can see the wax all the way around. I'm going to do one more just in case. Now I have my marker here. It's the Deco color, and I'm going to give it a shake. This is like paint. And what this will do, it's been a minute since I used this. So let's bring in some scratch paper. Let's see. Oh, still good. And then all you do is go over your letters really lightly. You have that silver. And you can have some silver accent. And that's all there is to it. Isn't that pretty? You could go over the leaves too lightly. Look. Although I'm not going to do that because I'm afraid I'll make a mistake like I did on this one. But you could go over the pine needles too. I think if I wasn't holding it up to the camera, I could do it a little bit nicer. But look how pretty that is. So that's what this does. Let's take a look at this one. Oops, not quite done yet. There we go. Well, that one turned out really pretty. I think that's the one we're going to use. But I'm going to just pour this one, and we'll have extra. That one wasn't a perfect circle. I know that one's not going to turn out as pretty. Okay, and that is all there is to that. I just use a paper towel and wipe out the excess wax. And I like to do it while the spoon is still warm. It's just easier. Although I've never tried it when it was dry. If it dries, it may just be able to pop out. But it cleans up really easy. And that's all there is to it. And then the box is really pretty too. Just fits back in here. Fits right back in your box. This one you probably want to cool because the copper on it, or the metal plate, can get really warm. The spoon cools down pretty quickly. But let's take our marker and we're going to go over this. We're just going to go over the Joy. This does take a little bit of time to dry, but I did put a foam square behind there, so that's ready to go. I think this one should be ready too. And that one actually turned out pretty good too. So we have an extra one, and I do want to say that they're flexible. Look at. And if you don't like it, we can always just put this back in your little spoon. Put this, tear it up or cut it with scissors, put it back in your spoon, and do a redo. But this one, the new color Spellbinders has is called Candy Apple. It's really, really pretty. I went ahead and removed the release paper, and then I'm going to add my Joy right to the ribbon. I can get it right side up. And ideally, you want to make sure your marker dries. Because I am smearing it. It looks really pretty, but I think we need to add some bells and whistles to this upper section here. And I didn't glue this, but you could probably glue these two together if you wanted to. But I wanted to make it easy for the recipient to open, and especially for this one since this is empty, and I'd want to refill it. But if you wanted to, after you filled it with your gift or your treat, you could seal these two together if you wanted to. Really easy to make. Now, bells and whistles for the bow. I'm bringing in a Santa hat and then a little bit of Christmas flourish. And I'm using the Spellbinders Christmas Cocktails die set. This is meant for that real pretty cocktail glass that I made. I'll link it at the end of this video. But this has a lot of Christmas elements that are perfect for so many different things. And so I chose the Santa hat and then the berries and some greenery. And of course I do like to add a little color or ink. I cut out 2, but we may just use 1. Ooh, and the green looks really pretty on the berries too. Look at that. Maybe we'll add green to this one. I want to add green to the Santa hat too. It goes really good over red. Kind of gives it... Well, that was wonderful. I used green over red and I love the way the outcome was. I'm going to clean off my work surface and then we're going to glue these to that bow. I'm going to add glue behind my hat here. Okay, and then I'm going to die cut out one more hat. I'll show you why in just a minute. Okay, I'm just going to use 2. Let me show you. For this card, I'm just going to use the 2. Okay, and then I'm going to add some more glue just behind the hat area. And then I'm going to sandwich those together. I'm doing this because this way it can be removed when the recipient opens it. It'll be easier to remove. And then I'll add a foam square here. Okay. And then I'm going to add this little hat right to the center of the bow. And I think that will make a really cute, festive little gift for anybody. So cute. Okay, let's get a treat box tour. We're just going to go all around 4 sides. And really the ribbon, you could use baker's twine if you wanted to. You don't have to have ribbon. That's the bottom. And you can really fill it. It's a pretty good size box. The finished size box is a 2.5 squared box. So treats, cookies, little Christmas snowball cookies would be cute in there. But that's my project for today. Thanks for joining me. I have a lot more fun projects coming soon. Thanks for sticking with me to the end and have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.